And they didn't know what to do now that this land was being sold to northern investors or were being taken over by the government. So this next letter is about that. This is a man saying, what do I do? You know, I've already started a crop here and I want this land, but will I ever be able will I be allowed to purchase it?
And now for our next excerpt.
St. Helena Island, South Carolina, May 29th, 1864. To the President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. My name is Don Carlos, and I hope my letter will find you and your family in perfect health. Will you please to be so kind, sir, as to tell me about my little bit of land? I'm afraid to put it on a stable or cornhouse and such like, for fear it will be taken away from me again. Will you please to be so kind as to tell me whether the land will be sold from under us or no, or whether it will be sold to us at all? I should like to buy the very spot where I live. It ain't but 6 acres, and I've got cotton planted on it, and very fine cotton too, and potatoes and corn coming on very pretty. If we colored people have land, I know we shall do very well. There's no fear of that. Some of us have as much as 3 acres of corn, besides ground nuts, potatoes, peas, and I don't know what else myself. If the land can only be sold, we can buy it all. For every house has its cotton planted and doing very well, and planted only for ourselves. We should like to know how much we shall have to pay for it, if it is sold. I am pretty well struck in age, sir. I had rather work for myself and raise my own cotton than work for a gentleman for wages. For if I could sell my cotton for only 50 cents a pound, it would pay me. Whatever you say, I am willing to do, and I will attend to whatever you tell me. Your most obedient servant, Don Carlos.
In this last letter, the pragmatism of Don Carlos jumps out. His understanding and acceptance that he may not be allowed to purchase the land he's lived on and would like to remain living on. Let's take a moment and talk about the impact and negotiation of Black voting rights at this seminal moment.